Nazi flyers all over Ohio. Let's put it up full band so I will explain what's happening. After Nazi march that took place last month in Columbus, Ohio, disturbing racist signs are now popping up all over Cleveland. The flyers, which promote white supremacist ideology, have been seen in the Tremont area, the neighborhood, as reported by local station WOIO. One of the signs states, quote, "Embrace your race," alongside a picture of a white family. Another says, quote, "White unity, love your people," end quote, and includes a caption that reads, quote, "Every other race looks out for each other. Isn't it time white people start to do the same?" There's another flyer that reads, "We are approximately 4% of the world's population. If it's gone, everyone will look Asian or African. Protect us," end quote, with the picture of a blonde woman in a white dress standing in the field. The station also shared that in the left-hand corner of one of the flyers is the name and logo of a company named Will to Rise. Last year, Will to Rise was on the Southern Poverty Law Center's list of white nationalist hate groups that espouse white supremacist and white separatist ideologies, often focusing on the alleged inferiority of people of color. The Southern Poverty Law Center also states that the hate groups have a primary goal to create this white ethno-state, which we've talked about previously on the show. WOIO reached out to Councilwoman Carrie McCormick. The councilwoman was sought after for a comment on removing the signs. Quote, "I've received emails and calls from residents, but have not been briefed by City Hall yet," McCormick stated. "Obviously a vile, disgusting, and pathetic act. I'm going to see if we can find camera footage of whoever is doing this. In the meantime, I'm encouraging residents to tear them down and throw them away wherever they see them." Okay, the words are at least a little more than halfway appropriate, Councilwoman, but I would encourage you to also tell the police to rip them up, tear them down, throw them away wherever they see them. Or how about your code enforcement office? You know, the enforcement office that says you can't have a lemonade stand here or possibly sell water on the corner. I'm sure this can also be handled by other agencies within the city government rather than saying, let the citizens handle it. Citizens shouldn't have to do this. They pay taxes. Ohio has been the center of racist controversy throughout 2024. In addition to the Nazi march, 2 boys in Northeast Ohio went viral in September over a social media post showing a racist homecoming proposal. Remember that? The sign reads, quote, "If we were Black, we'd be picking cotton. But unfortunately, we're white, so we're picking you for HOCO." Okay. Same month, the Ohio sheriff told residents to document the addresses of homes with President Kamala Harris campaign signs saying, quote, "I say write down all the addresses of the people who had her signs in their yards." So when the illegal human locust, which she supports, needs places to live, we'll already have the addresses of their new families who supported their arrival. That's what the county sheriff said. His name is Bruce Zuchowski. He wrote that on Facebook, then later deleted it. But here we go, right? So we bring light here. We're not afraid to bring you light. What is light? Light is information. Light is information. So we bring you that information because it is required in order to fight the injustices you see before you. Now, the dynamics associated with Ohio, these are seeds. They're planting seeds. But if you don't uproot the seeds as they are planted, they will take root and they will grow. And they will be nurtured by the hate and the bigotry that coexist in our communities today. I want to remind everyone that while there's a whole lot of separation happening inside of progressive circles and the Democratic ranks, and people are pointing fingers, don't forget those who stormed the Capitol were volunteers. Nobody paid them to go. They paid their own money to go. And they set aside some of the nuance of differences in order to make a point, an evil, bigoted, and racist point. Now, I'll be damned if their strength is stronger than ours. If their ability to put aside some of their nuances is stronger than our ability to put aside some of ours in order to fight the obvious evil that's in front of us. Sharon Thoughts here.
Dr. Richey, I spent nearly 10 years in Cleveland, Ohio, and discovered quickly it was one of the most racist places I'd ever lived in my life. Never got more racist every day, calling my voicemail, calling me the N-word, on and on and on. But the problem there isn't even the filth and the racism that left those flyers, signs, whatever. It's what you're talking about, the tolerance for it. You can't get rid of mold in a home and expect it not to come back unless you get rid of the conditions that create that. It's disgusting. And for the council member, and forget about the township sheriff, but the council member thinks racism's everybody else's problem. So you guys do something about it.
Right.
And that's the tolerance part of it. And that's why it's thriving. It's growing so well in Ohio.
Very well said. You know, we say often, evil does not persist because bad people simply do bad things. It's because good people sit back and do nothing.
That's right. That part.
All right, we'll bring you updates as they come.